Hi, I'm Laura ELMORE, owner of Global Dream Vacations, and I've been traveling internationally for, over 30 years now, and okay, yes, that makes me feel a little old. But I've had so many travel experiences that are fabulous and wonderful, but along the way with many of them, there's been some snags that have come up too. My basic motto in travel is always you hope for the best, you prepare for the worst, and then you're ready for anything that comes. And in the process of traveling, there's some tips that I've learned. Some of them based on experience of not having things that I wish I did. Through the process of traveling, quite often you're gonna hit delays. Stuff happens. That there are flight delays due to mechanical reasons, weather, unexpected staff issues, etc., etc. Bags go to the wrong place. Or in one case, I had a situation that somebody else picked up my bag and it took 24 hours for me to get it back in my destination. So there's things that happen, and how do we prepare ourselves that when we maybe don't have everything go smoothly, that we're covered for what comes up? Well, the key to that to me is preparing and packing well in my carry-on. So I'm going to go over just a few things. A lot of these tips you may have heard before, but maybe somewhere along the line I'll have an idea that hasn't occurred to you before and will be helpful to you. So let's go through some of the things that are in my carry-on. First and foremost, of course, is my identification. I have everything in an RFID blocking, that's hard to say, wallet that is compact. It holds my passport, and it holds my credit cards, my money. I also have a pin that's in here. Inevitably, there's some kind of a form you have to fill out, and nobody has a pin, so it saves a lot of aggravation when you have that. With the RFID and everything all together in this one compact case, it means my personal information is protected. It means I have everything all together, and most importantly, it's with me. Never place your credit cards or your personal identification in checked luggage. That is too unlikely to be safe. Next thing I will have with me is a makeup bag that I'll have somewhere. I'll have some makeup with me, just some basic toiletries. You can tell by looking for me, I'm not a makeup fiend anyway, but I've had more than once that I've ended up staying overnight unexpectedly, that I didn't get to my destination for various reasons, and having some basic toiletries, a travel toothbrush, some face wipes, a little bit of basic makeup, and some deodorant with me. I also have Band-Aids and antiseptic cream, and that means should I end up in an unexpected stop along the way, I'm going to be a little more comfortable than having to wear my makeup, or worse yet, for the sake of those around me, go without. Another thing that I always do is I pack some spare clothes, whether I'm traveling alone, or of course, especially if you're traveling with children. We have a whole nother series on traveling with toddlers. Obviously, with most children, you're going to want a spare set with you. Accidents happen and things get spilled, especially when you're balancing things in an unexpectedly small space like an airplane. So I always have at least a spare top and some lingerie with me. Again, that way, if I get stranded in a destination or my bag doesn't get there the first day, then I know that I've got something to change into and to be more comfortable. A change of shoes. Everybody's got their own opinion on what they want to wear in the way of shoes on an airplane. Personally, I'm a strong believer in closed-toed shoes. Roller suitcases are dangerous, folks. I've had my feet rolled over more than once, and I have no doubt that I have rolled over somebody's feet along the way. Having that happen with flip-flops on is gonna hurt a whole lot more than a closed-toed shoe. I always look for something that's a slip-on so that I can get it on and off easily going through security. And I also look for something that obviously is very comfortable. You're going to be doing a lot of walking regardless of where you're going. That's really not the time for the stiletto heels running through an airport. Look for something that's closed-toed, that slips on, and that is comfortable to you. But typically in my carry-on, I'll also throw in, sometimes it's a light pair of sandals or even a pair of flip-flops that sometimes on the plane, especially for long rides, I may want to give my feet a break. And so I can slip into those as an alternative during travel and put back on the closed-toed when I know the suitcases are going to be coming by. Medication, very important to have with you. You don't want to have all of your necessary medication in your checked bag. Again, what if it doesn't get there with you? I always carry my medication with me, and I've got a wonderful folding tool that you can put individual daily doses of medications in a separate numbered envelope, and it makes it so easy to keep track day by day of making certain that I've taken my medications. It's compact, it's lightweight, and it goes in my carry-on quite easily. And in fact, my husband and I have more than one of these. I have one color and he has a different, and that way I'm not accidentally taking his medication or vice versa. One of the little tips I'll give you that's kind of off the beaten path, I'm a firm believer in looking for makeup. I buy my makeup when they're having a promotion. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. A makeup line will have a promotion and they'll be giving away an added-on gift with your purchase of X number of dollars. And I always wait to buy my makeup until there's a promotion like that going. First of all, most of the promotional items they're giving you are travel size. They're going to be moisturizers, mascara, lipstick, things of that nature, and they're usually travel size. Perfect for keeping in my makeup bag, in my luggage. I use the bags. I've got quite a collection of these that I've developed through the years, and different bags have certain things in them. This, for example, is my medicine cabinet, and it has everything imaginable in here of over-the-counter items. That I've got Band-Aids, I've got Gas-X, I've got Imodium, I have pain reliever, etc. And in fact, another great little thing that I have found is this medication holder. And I've got Advil sinus, Tylenol, Benadryl, stomach medication, a prescription in here that I occasionally need, and a sleep aid. They're all here in one handy dandy little thing, and it is so easy. And then I put labels so that I'd be certain that I got the right thing, and it fits so easily in this case. And then in this case, I also have, for example, a Benadryl itch stick. Now, especially when you're going to warm weather destinations, I've had more than once that I've had a sting or a bite from an unknown bug that has ended up itching. This helps stop it. Also in this case, I have Band-Aids, antiseptic cream, I've got some eye drops, I've got some lip balm, and a little thing of lotion. Flying can be very drying, and your lips will get chapped, your skin will get dry. It just eases the discomfort if you can have those along with you. Again, these are some of the things I always have with me. In fact, I even carry this with me usually if I'm going out on a day tour, especially if it's going to be a long day tour. I'll toss this in my tote bag. More time than once, somebody in my group has been really grateful that I had some Tylenol or some Benadryl or something with me to ease their discomfort in the midst of a long tour. Oh, let's be honest. When you're traveling, you're exposed to a lot of people, a lot of germs, and a lot of things that heaven knows I probably don't want to know that I've been exposed to. I don't ever travel without some antibacterial wipes and a little bottle of antibacterial gel. I wipe down the airplane train before I use it. I wipe my hands after I've gone through security. Frankly, I'm not a germaphobe at all, but I also know that I have no idea who the last person was that used that airline tray or, worse yet, what they had on it. And it only takes a minute to wipe it down, and maybe I'll avoid bringing home the souvenir of an undesired illness. A drink. I always have a refillable drink cup with me that I need one that has a lid, and refill it as I go. A strong contributor to jet lag is known to be dehydration. And so I always have a refillable cup with me that is sturdy and insulated and has a lid that closes, and carry this with me. And I can refill it either in a restaurant, in the airport, at the water fountains, even with drinks that you can get on board the plane. I don't ever board a plane without having this thing full of water. Again, I can't tell you how many times I've been on a flight that just happened to me on my last flight last week, that we hit rough weather. The flight attendants were not able to serve us the entire flight. There were no beverages for 3 hours. I had my water with me, so I didn't get totally parched. Carry it with you. Carry one for everybody in the family. We have different glasses with different styles for everybody in the family, so that everyone can distinguish their own and be responsible for it and put whatever they want in their drink. Electronics. I've always have a small portable recharge with me. Inevitably, wherever I am, whether on an excursion or out visiting with people, certainly on a plane, I may need to recharge my phone, my iPad, some electronic device. This is always with me. I always have a set of headphones in the case as well, and have the chargers that are needed for my electronic items in my carry-on. Let's face it, we're an electronically based world today, and we need our devices. So getting somewhere without those chargers, or maybe being delayed and not being able to recharge, can really cause some hardship and aggravation. I avoid it easily by just having a small bag. They're all right here in one handy-dandy location, and it fits easily in my carry-on. Snacks, another important feature. Again, you never know what's going to happen. So I always travel with snacks for myself and everybody in the family. You can either get individually packaged snacks, get something that is lightweight, that is not highly perishable, that doesn't smell. Can't imagine anything worse than being trapped on a plane with somebody eating tuna fish. So think about the other people that are going to be around you. One of the tools I love, I've got these bento boxes that I use. This actually it's my grandson's. We're getting ready to take a Disney cruise. And I've got this packed for him. We've got a variety of snacks in here. Even have a juice box in here with a drink for him in addition to his thermos he'll carry. And this is really convenient because everything's already open. You don't have to worry about opening and leaving trash. There's room for a sandwich. There's room for a variety of snacks, 2 little compartments. This can hold quite a bit of food. I mean, it's a good size meal, and it's all together in one handy compartment. Again, they come in different colors, so I make sure that family members have different colors so everybody can distinguish their own. Okay, a few little extra tips let me throw in. These are just based on things my husband and I have experienced through the years of traveling. First of all, if you're going to park at airport parking, if you're traveling during heavy season, high season, maybe during the holidays, you might want to make a reservation in advance. We've seen it happen that people have been turned away because there were not parking spaces, and oh gad, who wants to miss their flight because they couldn't find a place to park their car? Make those reservations in advance and avoid that hassle. Whoever's parking the car, we also always snap a shot on our phone of the section and the row and the location of where the car is parked. Coming home from a trip and you're tired and worn out, not being able to find the car can be a little frustrating. We do the same thing with the car keys. Whoever has the keys, wherever they are going to be through the trip, I put a note in my cell phone that Laura has them and they're in her carry-on bag in the side pocket. Again, it avoids a little aggravation. Instead of it being a he said, she said, he's got it, I got it, where are the keys? I know where they are, and that little note will help me find them again. We do the same thing with our bags. If we're checking luggage, I never check it without taking a photograph of it. One thing, it'll be date and time stamped at the time that you're taking the picture, so you have proof that you were there in that airport with that bag. Secondly, it's a whole lot easier to file a claim when you're able to show the claim agent what the bag looks like. So we just always carry that with us on our phones. It simplifies it in case of a problem. Another thing that I always travel with, I always travel with a lot of $1 bills, whether it's doing curbside check-in with my luggage, or you never know. Maybe it's somebody that has just been nice and has helped you out and you want to slip them a couple of dollars. I always try to travel with a lot of ones in my wallet. It just smooths the road when there's an unexpected tip that comes along. Last but not least, actually this probably is the first and foremost, pack a relaxed attitude. When you're traveling, just be prepared for the fact that things can go wrong. Unexpected things may occur. You may encounter some unpleasant people because some people are just unpleasant in general. And other people, you never know what they're going through. I've had to travel to a funeral or to help someone that has been seriously ill and may not have been at my best. You never know what that other person is going through, so stay relaxed, don't react, just keep the mindset that you'll ultimately get to your destination, and sometimes the hiccups that happen along the way end up being some of the most enjoyable stories to tell later. May not be enjoyable right now, but trust me, sometimes those are the funniest stories to share. I'm Laura ELMORE with Global Dream Vacations, and if we can do anything to help make your travel more enjoyable, please contact us. My phone number and email are at the end of this video.